Thank you. Then verse 12 to 42, Arjun's acceptance and his request, and Krishna describes his 82 opulences to Arjun on his request, so that Arjun's desire to meditate on Krishna everywhere at many places is met. So synopsis of chapter 11, last verse of chapter 10, Krishna says, right, that with a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support the entire universe. Arjun wishes to see that all-pervasive form of the Lord. That's the link between chapter 11, chapter 10 and chapter 10. Although Krishna is driving Arjun's chariot, he pervades and supports the entire universe. Arjun therefore wishes to see Krishna's all-pervading form. Arjun requested Krishna to reveal his universal form. So the question may be asked, if he is convinced, then why does he ask? Arjun asked Krishna to reveal his universal form. Okay, we'll come to that discussion. This is a chapter. It's one of the long chapters, but quick to go through. Which is the longest chapter of Bhagavad Gita? Which is the longest chapter of Bhagavad Gita? Right.
Chapter 2, Mataji, and 18.
Chapter 2, no, chapter 18, then 2, and then 11. Okay, so in this, we'll finish the section A at least, and then we can go fast from the after classes. Arjun requests Krishna to show his universal form. Krishna accepts the request and describes the universal form. This is what is happening in the first 8 verses. Then in 9 to 31 verses, Sanjay is describing the universal form, and then Krishna is showing the universal form. And then at the end of the universal form description, Arjun gets fearful. You know, the primary bhav and the secondary bhavas, right? The primary relationship are 5 in number with Krishna. What are they? The 5 primary relationships with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What are they? Shantaras, right? Dasyaras,
Shanta, Dasyam, Sakyam,
Sakya,
Vatsalya, and Madhurya.
Vatsalya, Madhurya.
Madhurya.
Right. So there's a primary ras, but then there are 8 secondary rasas. Is it 8 or 7? So the fear, now he is in the Sakya ras, right? Arjun mostly. But because of the vision of the universal form, he goes down to the secondary rasa, which is fear. Fear is one of the secondary rasas. Okay, so he asks the Krishna this question, who are you? And Krishna describes time, I am, become my instrument. And then Arjun offers prayers and also apology. Right? He offers apology to Krishna as well. And then he requests Krishna to show his two-handed form again. So this is the flow of the chapter. So first part which we'll do today is Arjun is requesting Krishna to describe his universal form. To show his universal form, Krishna accepts the request and describes the universal form. Arjuna vacha mad anugraya paramam guhyam adhyatma samgitam yat tvayoktam vachastena moho ayam vigato mama. Arjun said, I have heard your instructions on confidential spiritual matters, which you have so kindly delivered unto me, and my illusion is now dispelled. So, moho ayam vigato mama. Moho ayam, like my illusion. Mama, vigato mama means is now gone because of the description of confidential spiritual matters. Now, confidential spiritual matters means what? What does it mean here? Remember, there are 3 levels of confidentiality in spiritual life. What is it? And here the word uses guhyam. You see this word guhyam? So what are the 3 levels of confidentiality? Guhyam,
Guhya, Guhyam, Guhyataram.
Guhya, Guhyam, Guhyataram. Is that okay? What does it mean?
Guhyam means the first level of secret, that is, I am not the body, I am the soul. Guhyam, which is the more confidential matter, that I am a part and parcel of Krishna. And Guhyataram, the most confidential subject, is I am part and I am a eternal survivor of Krishna.
Yeah, very nice. So there are three levels of confidential matters in the spiritual life. Here, when Arjun is saying, I have heard your instruction on confidential spiritual matters, what does that confidential spiritual matter mean? What is he referring to? What is he referring to? When you come to Bhakti Shastra, it is expected that you have read Bhagavadgita at least once or twice before in your life. And this is not the first time ever you're reading. Yeah, is the expectation right or wrong? Not without.
Right, Mataji.
Yeah, you be quiet. Yes, right or wrong?
Absolutely required, Mataji. Yes.
So this is like the preliminary thing now. Before you come, you need to know. So what confidential spiritual matter is he talking about? Prabhupada talks about it in the purport also. What is it referring to? Which Arjun heard from Krishna in previous chapters. And he's saying, Moho ayam vigato mama. You know, it gives me doubt whether I'm audible or not.
You're audible, Mataji.
Acha, so nobody knows the answer. Aha.
Mataji, can I?
Okay, try.
Yeah, the confidential spiritual subject, like it refers to Arjuna, is very compassionate for his
What
relatives.
confidential spiritual matters? What?
That I am the soul.
Okay, and then what else?
Mataji, that Krishna is the god of all the
No
demigods.
one is going to be killed
And
in
this.
this.
He hasn't said that yet. So, oh yeah, maybe. No, he hasn't said that yet. That's 11th chapter, no, where he says. So, well, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it hasn't come yet. Yeah, Linit Prabhu, what are you saying?
Mataji, that Krishna is the god, is the supreme god of all demigods.
Very nice. Krishna has established his supremacy and has also spoken about his opulences in various aspects. So that's confidential. No, it's because Krishna is giving it to us. Prabhupada explains, right, that we are so small that we cannot understand Krishna, who is so big, unless and until Krishna, out of his own mercy, explains it to us. My illusion is now dispelled. Prabhupada explains that Arjun has stopped taking Krishna as an ordinary human being or his friend or a chariot driver or a powerful person. He's convinced that Krishna is God. Okay, so by hearing everything that Krishna has said, Arjun's illusion is removed. So effect of hearing is most confidential knowledge. This is from purport only. Illusion is dispelled. So Krishna's supremacy overall is revealed. In chapter 11, Krishna reveals himself as cause of all causes again. Cause of what? He is a cause of material nature, living entities, demigods, and incarnations, even as of Mahavishnu. This is what Prabhupada is writing in the purport. How is this illusion is dispelled? Because he has started to recognize Krishna as a supreme personality of Godhead by his grace. What illusion is dispelled? That Krishna is an ordinary friend or a human being. So then the question is that what makes Arjun to request Krishna to show his universal form, because the illusion is now dispelled and he has accepted Krishna as the cause of all causes for material nature, living entities, demigods, incarnations. Okay, so that's what the question is. O Lotus, he continues with his request. O Lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity, as realized through your inexhaustible glories. O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see here before me your actual position, I yet wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. So, universal form, is it permanent or temporary? Do we have universal form? Okay, I'm gonna point out who gonna answer.
Temporary, Mataji.
Temporary. What makes you say that it is temporary?
Mataji, it's temporary because Krishna does not, he doesn't, because his purest devotees don't want to see him in that universal form, and that universal form is usually for non-believers who think who do not believe in Krishna as as the supreme person, but relate to Krishna by by his various creations in the universe. So
Okay, very nice. So that's why he's gonna show the form for those devotees. But what makes it temporary is because it is showing its opulences in the cosmic manifestation, and cosmic manifestation, everything is under the influence of time factor. Right? So, but Krishna's eternal form is not under the time factor. So, universal form is found only in the material world because it is showing the opulence of Krishna in the cosmic manifestation. Okay, so, and Arjun, still the question is, he wants to see that form of yours, how Krishna, and then Linit Prabhu explained very nicely what is the benefit of showing that form? Why is Arjun requesting Krishna to show that form? It's because of all the reasons, which we'll think there are 4 reasons. If you think that I'm able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystics, then kindly show me that universal self. You see, this is how we are supposed to put the request to the authority, that if Krishna thinks that we are eligible to see, then show that form. It's not that we can go in front of God and start challenging God. Oh God, if you're there, then come and show me you're there. Not like that. Okay. So it has to be coming from a place of humility. Now the question comes that Arjun expresses his desire to see the form which supports and pervades the entire universe. Why? You can raise your hand and tell me the reasons you understand. Why does Arjun require or desire or request Krishna to show his universal form? Because in the first verse, he said his illusion is dispelled and he's accepting Krishna as cause of all causes. So you can raise your hand and tell me. Shiva Srinivas Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji.
To avoid anyone falsely claiming that he is an incarnation of God.
Okay, so to set a criteria for anyone in future who wants to claim to be incarnation of God, to set a criteria, set a standard. Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
What else is the reason? Kirti Mataji. Ambika Mataji, go ahead. Prabhu is raising hand in the comments. Yes, Ambika Mataji.
To establish Krishna's divinity for everyone.
Very nice. So to declare boldly from Krishna himself that he is in fact God. Okay, Nikhil Prabhu.
Convince others and to
To
avoid
convince-
imposters.
To convince others, okay, and to avoid imposters, okay. Linit Prabhu, thank you. Linit
Mataji,
Prabhu.
I guess all the points that I wanted to say have been covered by all the other devotees, so I have nothing else to say.
Okay, you say what you wanted to say.
Mataji, I wanted to say exactly what Nikhil Prabhu said. It was to convince the other non-devotees that Krishna is God.
Okay. So to establish Krishna's divinity for all, which is in first verse purport, to convince others, which is in third purport, verse 3's purport, to avoid imposters, and then Krishna wants to substantiate, Arjun wants to substantiate Krishna's statement that Krishna not only theoretically or philosophically, but actually shows his form. Okay, you say somebody comes and says, I'm God. So, okay, you're God, but God has set a standard that he has a universal form. Show it. Right? And then we are going to see what it is. Okay, so there are the 4 reasons what makes Arjun request Krishna to show his universal form, which is a part of this cosmic manifestation, temporary, but to establish Krishna as cause of all causes in this material world. And what is cause of all causes means? Cause of all living entities, material nature, demigods, and incarnations. So Arjun pleads and does not order Krishna to show his form. So what are the qualifications to see the form? Only by Krishna's mercy, and not by mental speculation or perception of by material senses. And Lord is addressed as Yogeshwara. Or what is the meaning of Yogeshwara? What does Yogeshwara mean?
Ishwar of the Yug,
Hmm?
the Lord of this Yuga,
Okay.
Yog Ishwar.
Okay. What is anyone else? What does Yogeshwara mean?
Lord of the mystics.
Lord of all
Yes.
mystic power.
Yes. So Lord of all the mystic powers or all the yogic qualifications. Thank you. So now what have we studied so far? That was the first section of the chapter that Arjun is first of all revealing to Krishna his heart, that his illusion is dispelled. What illusion is dispelled? By hearing the confidential spiritual matters. What confidential spiritual matters? And he wants to, and he is convinced that Krishna is God. Right? So this is what we have studied. So this first verse, we have studied 3 things. That what is this Guhyam? What is this confidential spiritual matter? And then what illusion is dispelled? And what are the things that in confidential spiritual matter that Krishna has revealed to Arjun? So what is the definition of confidential spiritual matter? What does it entail? And what illusion is dispelled? We studied that. Then Arjun puts forward his request that, okay, now please show me your universal form. The question arises why Arjun puts his request, because he's saying that his illusion is dispelled. And is confidential universal form temporary or permanent? So, and then we discuss, and also Arjun is approaching Krishna with utmost humility, but not out of the challenging mode. Okay, these are the things we discuss here. Now Krishna starts to talk. The blessed Lord said, my dear Arjun, O son of Pritha, behold now my opulences, hundreds of thousands of varied divine form, multicolored like the sea. O best of Bharatas, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Ashwini Kumaras, and all other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard before. Nikhil Prabhu, you have a question?
Yes, Mataji. Sorry, I'm not able to move ahead. You mentioned that cosmic form is temporary because it is not in the realm of the time.
It is in the realm of the time.
Okay.
Because it is in the realm, because it is influenced by Kala factor, right? Because it is showing opulences in the cosmic manifestation. All the Adityas, see Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Ashwini Kumaras, demigods. So these are all, we are all influenced by time, no? There is a past, present, and future. So
Fine. I misheard.
explain.
Yeah.
Thank you for the clarification. Whatever you wish to see can be seen all at once in this body. This universal form can show you all that you now desire, as well as what you may desire in the future. Everything is here completely. You see, I really like this verse. Krishna we can sometimes get like a trailer of somebody's life, but not everything. Is there anyone in your life so far who has claimed that I can show you everything that you want to see right at this minute? Even the biggest of the biggest scientists claim to show, for example, the evolution of a fetus to embryo to a child. and then the birth, right? We can, like, you can see it in like a 2-minute video. Or we can see so many things like they consolidate that how the plant is sprouting from a seed state. There's so many things they can show, but can they claim, or can anyone claim that we can see everything? Whatever you wish to see can be seen all at once in this body. Whatever. Whatever.
It's not possible, Mataji. Nobody can do that.
Yeah, and then not only that, but whatever you desire now and whatever you may desire in the future, Sara ka Sara ek saath. Everything is here completely. Is there anyone else who can match this opulence that you understand from any scripture, anywhere?
No, Mataji.
Only Krishna can make these bold statements. It's not that he's making the statements, he actually is like that as well. Okay, that is Krishna. We just don't understand Krishna properly, but this is Acharyas are making us understand Krishna in that manner. So, Krishna, what is the name of Krishna where he actually is fulfilling all the desires? Anvya Mataji, you know this. Krishna fulfilling all the desires. What is the name of Krishna in that way? It is in Isopanishad. It's in my head, but I'm not able to catch it. It says Krishna can fulfill all the desires. There's a name of Krishna like that. Maybe we should find out. Huh?
Chintamani?
Chintamani is a touchstone, na? Like you touch it and then you get whatever you want from that. But anyway, we'll find out. Now I'll also look that Krishna can actually fulfill all the desires. He's not claiming, but he actually can do that. So whenever we have, distress in mind, you need to have some verses in your emergency box. You know how we have emergency medical kit or emergency funds in the bank, right? Or we have emergency documents ready to run, right? Like that, you have to have some emergency verses or parts of Bhagavadgita in your memory box, that if there is some disturbance happening in the mind level, you should be able to open that box and go back. This is one of those verses. The other one I have is the Dami Buddhi Yogam Tami and the Mampayanti. So you need to have this, okay? You understanding what I'm saying? Like we have, there's no emergency. So people buy so much jewelry. So in emergency, we have an easy cash. We can sell it. Like emergency, we prepare so many emergencies. So you have to prepare for so many mental crisis emergencies where I can say, okay, Krishna, what do I think? What do I remember? So like that. So for me personally, this verse is like this, that everything is there in Krishna. There's no reason to go anywhere outside. Or if we go outside, we still go outside because we are not pure devotees. And we again fail because that's how what is going to happen in the laws of material nature. Like we are reading the pastimes of Jad Bharat and Maharaj Rogan, where Jad Bharat is explaining that laws of nature are going to spoil everything, which happen. Then we get distorted. So instead of succumbing to mode of ignorance and feeling sad, depressed, repressed, rejected, open the emergency box and remember Krishna's instructions. Okay. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes by which you can behold my mystic opulence. So this is, Krishna is so loving that he actually knows our potential more than we know. Like that's all. For example, if a loving parent, child is demanding something and the parent knows that the child is not able to take that at the present moment, then they help the child to build the potential, right? That, okay, you want to write a book, but let's start with A, B, C, and then let's make alphabets, let's make words, let's make sentences, then you write a book. Like that, because the father or the mother know the potential of the child. Like that, Krishna knows our potential. We don't know our potential. We either underestimate or overestimate. And we are never really estimating correctly. But if you go to Krishna, Krishna knows that am I able to behold this part of Krishna or not, that part or not. So Arjun, he's aware, will not be able to see his universal form with the present eyes. That's why he's gonna give him this mystic eyes. Oh, I have, I made this note. So there's thing like how many people actually saw Krishna's universal form in the battlefield. Anyway, that will come later, but I'll just give you some interesting things to look for when you're reading this chapter. That was it just Arjun who saw the universal form, or was it someone else as well? So there were 3 people, which we will reveal in this chapter. Okay, you don't have to go anywhere outside in this particular chapter itself. Natu mam sakshaye drishtam aneva swachakshushaha divyam dadami te chakshu pashyame yogam aishwaram. But you cannot see me with your present eyes, therefore I give you divine eyes, behold my mystic opulence. Okay, so Krishna responds by offering to Arjun, by offering to show Arjun his opulences. What is this? Krishna says that Krishna shows his variegated forms. He says, in this form it's multicolored, expanding like a sea. It's very wonderful. No one has ever seen this before or heard of this before. So one question comes that has no one ever seen or heard of this before? Because when Krishna, now this is Krishna, almost 125 years old in the Battle of Mahabharata, but when he was a baby and he ate dirt and Mother Yashoda asked him to open his mouth, then he did show something to Mother Yashoda. And also, when was it the pastime when Varuna caught hold of Nand Maharaj, when Nand Maharaj went to take bath in Jamuna on Dwadashi at a wrong time? That time also Krishna showed some features, and then some resources say that he even showed some part of it to Duryodhan. So how is it that no one has ever seen or heard of this before? The answer is anyone knows the answer before I say? Am I clear what I'm saying?
Mataji, that was a partial
There was a part, yeah.
display, and this is a complete display.
Very nice, yeah. That was like a trailer. This is the full movie. Okay, so yeah, no one has ever seen or heard of this before. And it has a vision of the entire universe, cosmic manifestation, not spiritual. And then it has a vision of past, present, and future. So because Arjun is going to see the future, that all these assembled warriors are dying, that's the future now. That will also encourage Arjun to go ahead. But then we need divine vision to see this form. Arjun got divine vision. Who else saw? There's one more person who is seeing now. Tell me, at least one more person.
Sanjay Mataji.
Thank you very much.
Sanjay.
Very nice. Sanjay is also seeing the divine vision. So they have divine vision. They all saw and then they wrote it for us. So basically we are also having the darshan because of these devotees. I think I want to stop here because you want to discuss the essays, but we can go back to this if we have time at the end. So what you need to understand is, first verse is very important. I want you to understand and tell me that what are the 3 levels of confidentiality in spiritual knowledge that Anvya Mataji explained. And here Arjun is mentioning one level in the verse, which is Guhyam. What are the other 2? Everyone needs to know, not just Anvya Mataji. So hopefully you'll not put me down and you're going to tell it to me either today or next class. And then if his illusion, what illusion is over? And if his illusion is over, then what is making Arjun request Krishna to show his form again? And how is Krishna responding? Because Krishna can also say that how many times, Arjun? How many times? I've told you so many times about myself. And I've also said, I've described 82 opulences of mine. I am this, I am that, I am this. What is making you ask me again? But Krishna is so patient and tolerant that he actually goes on giving him actually more and more vision to go into the mystics of revelation of Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead in all dimensions, not just in spiritual world, but also in the material world. all living entities. I want to go to the essays because Anvya Mataji is here today. But any question, reflection, realization, or correction from here? And find out the name of Krishna, please, where he's like the benefactor, or he can fulfill all desires. Don't remember. Anyway, questions, reflection, realizations, corrections. Nothing. Okay, then I will stop this recording. Or you can stop the recording, Mataji, and then we go to the essays.